So, we have taken care of all the main scenario stuff for A Realm Reborn. However, there's a couple things I want to take care of before we actually start the Heavensward stuff. Namely, Red Mage stuff. I'm gonna be dual classing. And yeah. Gonna be knocking out some stuff with our Red Mage here, since our ninja is currently a little high level for some stuff. And there's some stuff I need to move around on my bars, which means these are gonna go away. Move this over here, move this over here. There we go. And as I go through this stuff, I'm probably going to go on ahead and arrange the bars as I see fit to make it a little easier for myself. Alright. I am Red Mage, and you are Red Mage Guy. Talk to me, Red Mage Guy. I see from the glint in your eye that the soul crystal has surrendered its secrets. Welcome to the ranks of the Red Mages. The art we practice is born of noble origin. Its balanced and controlled energies were once used to stem the tide of destruction and reclaim a future for the dispossessed. I speak of the age, some 1500 years past, when the clash of two sorcerous civilizations brought the 6th umbral calamity. Ere the great floods arose and people fled from their homes and into the mountains of Girabania, even mages of Ark and Amdapor were to be found amongst the refugees. These wizardly practitioners became the targets of retribution for the part they played in upsetting the natural balance, and soon did they shed their robes of black and vestments of white. The people were to survive the rebuild following the disaster, however, they would need the power of the arcane. Thus were the principles of black and white magery reinvented, and upon their combined foundation an entirely new discipline was built. Red magic. And, you know, not gray, which would kind of make more... Anyway. But I prattled on about the history of it for long enough. Far better that you experience the red magic firsthand. There remains the mystery of who sent kidnappers after those poor girls, and I have a feeling attempts to unearth the culprit will provide the battle practice you require. Before we plunge into the fray, however, there are a few questions I would ask. Come with me to Eastern THANALAN, to the Church of Saint Adama Ladama. Ooh. Stormblood jingle. Alright, so I need to head to a certain place. Ah, it's the church where we found Sid. I'm ready to learn everything about red magery today. And admittedly, I probably not got the most optimal equipment set up, because dexterity and direct dexterity not necessarily needed for a red mage. I say as my rapier always slips out of my fingers somehow. Throat, there you are. I would introduce you to Father Iliad, but I believe the two of you are already acquainted. Yes, we are. Zaroon has told me a tale of nefarious spellcasters and their attempt to kidnap 2 young girls, and you wish to ask if this thaumaturgical cabal is known to me, yes? There are several such cults for which come to mind, but I must have more detail. You say each member shared some rather unusual traits? Aye, not one word spoken over the entire exchange, not one shift in expression when I urged them to yield. Each of them also appeared branded with some matter of tattoo, a sigil pulsing with arcane energy. Ah, an evil practice. Such cursed sigils are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biddable puppet which acts much in the manner you've described. There is no salvation for such wretched creatures. Then we must seek the fiends who pull their strings. Pray learn what you can of this cabal and its purpose, Father. Throat, we have another task to attend to. Might I suggest some light stretching before you step outside? You'll soon understand why. Am I gonna be taking out zombies? You've learned all the Red Mage actions and traits to level 50. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in the actions and traits window. Okay. So basically, there's going to be a little bit of a combat thing. Ah, I see. Alright, I assume casting is going to be a part of my repertoire. So, let's set some stuff up. For arrow, that'll go right there. Just going to have that stay in the mouse 5. Sure cast. Don't think I'll need that. There thunder. There arrow. Black mana, white mana. 50% chance of becoming Ver Stone ready and Ver Fire ready. Alright. Put that over there. Yeah, once I figure out a good, setup for this, I'm gonna go on ahead and, rearrange this still, but I have a feeling, let's see. This placement would probably be good right there. Ah, Ver Arrow's an AoE version, and Ver Thunder 2 is an AoE version. Alright. Scatter. Enemies nearby it. So yeah, that's gonna be there. Rushes. I'm thinking displacement would go right there then. Alright, so that's a quick action button. Verifire. Oh, okay. So these are gonna go right here then. Alright. I think I've got a pretty good setup then. Let's try this out. This will actually be my first time trying out a Red Magery. Did you notice we were being followed? The very cabal we are investigating seems to have taken an interest in us. I sense an ambush in the offing. Do they seek to silence us, perhaps? Oh, let them try. This will be the perfect opportunity for you to test your newly acquired skills. But first, a brief lesson. A Red Mage spells belong to two distinct schools, rooted as they are in ancient disciplines of black and white magic. Intertwined, they form the solid core of red magic, and though through the balanced casting of both disciplines can a Red Mage build this foundation higher and higher. When your strength has reached its peak, that is when you lunge forward and unleash the energies thrumming within your blade. And then you leap away, returning to the first step. It is a dance, my friend. Style and substance. Come out wherever you are. We have no intention of running or hiding from you. I wear a sword, as you can see, but I am not partial to violence. There's no chance we might attempt to parlay in lieu of bloodletting. Take that as a no. How unsettling. Well, it seems you'll have you will have your battle. Remember what I have taught you. Oh, I get a blue one? How come you get the red one? I have a feeling this is, there's gonna be a faster way to do this. Oh, I think it's actually supposed to be Jolt. Alright, so I'm supposed to open with Jolt and then move on. Okay. Nice. Nice. Oh, I want Jolt. Why doesn't, Why doesn't Dualcast, show me when I can, insta-cast? Alright, so I'm supposed to go in with that. Okay. I have an idea of how I'm gonna rearrange my bars then. These puppets must have a leader lurking nearby. Let us take battle to our ambushers, shall we? But before we resume the hunt, let us be sure of your technique. As a red mage, you're capable of casting 2 spells in rapid succession using what's known as the dual cast effect. Intone a short spell, and you will find that a lengthy incantation can now be cast in an instant. Take advantage of this technique to bombard your foes with arcane destruction. Alright. Jolt's gonna go on my 1 and shift 1 then. There we go. Wait, am I supposed to have some sort of cure spell? Oh, I'm frozen. There we go. Another orb. God, this is gonna take some getting used to. Yeah, this is definitely going a lot sloppier than I thought, but what are you gonna do? Huh. Went down pretty fast. Oh, hi. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh no, I am so heavy. Ow! Oh, that is a little too fast, too slow. Oh, I see. Nice. Alright, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Alright, but I think I know what I'm supposed to do now. So it goes that, and then my Z move, and then redoublement. So yeah, go in, control 3, control 4, control 5, and then 5 to back out. And then Fletch is just basically a cast, and it'll allow dual cast to go off as well. Alright, Shift 4 should be a good one for that one. Well done, you've exceeded my expectations, which is a fortunate thing, for I did not anticipate the arrival of that fearsome hound. These mages were willing to forfeit their own lives to ensure that we lost ours. Do you see the brand on her left cheek? This is the cursed sigil which stole her and her will and left her vulnerable to the most heinous of commands. Our ambushers were young men and women, every one, all transformed into mindless pawns by some hidden master. And this master has shown no compunction against sacrificing pieces that outlive their usefulness. No, this cannot stand. Heed me. You have begun your education in red magic, but there is much more I would teach you. Come, let us return to the Lich Yard. Well, we got a nice little crash course into using Red Mage. And I think it did fairly okay. Definitely got a lot to learn for next time. Do you know the history of these graves? The church's Lich Yard is the final resting place for many victims of the 7th Umbral Calamity. Red magic was conceived to stem the tides of such destruction, in an age when the abuse of sorcery flooded the world with death. Its distinction from earlier disciplines is key. Whilst practitioners of black and white magic draw upon ancient ether, a red mage weaves his spells using only the reserves of mana which he was born, in an era in which red magic was created to do otherwise was forbidden. To manifest more powerful effects, the first red mages adopted a method by which precise sword techniques would harness and amplify the energy of their spoken incantations. The mage's own physical form serving as an arcane accelerator, an ingenious way of preserving their self-imposed limitation. Understand that the blade we wield is not simply a weapon. It is the focus of all our efforts to lessen strife and suffering. Every generation of Red Mage is part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight for those enduring the violence and subjugation. The bulwark against the unkind vagaries of fate. "20 years ago, I joined the revolutionaries in Alamigo and learned red magic alongside like-minded companions. We formed the Crimson Duelists, and together we rose up against the tyranny of the Mad King Theodoric. We were crushed, all of the duelists. Only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the imperial invaders. Even after leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation, and when I learned of the calamity, of the threat to all the lands of Eorzea, I allied myself with valiant scholars of Charlayan. In the end, I was unable to protect my homeland or halt the approach of fiery disaster, but never once in all these years have I betrayed the oath of the duelists swore to champion. Have I betrayed the oath the duelists swore to champion the weak with heart and steel." God, I cannot read right now. "Such is the nature of the magic you will learn from this idealistic fool. If you would master this art, however, then my road shall become your road for the duration of your studies. I will remain here at the church for the time being, and be a pest to the good father, Iliad, until we uncover the origins of this cult. Your only chore shall be to reflect upon the lessons of the day and prepare for our next encounter." Yay! Quest complete. Now I'm gonna go get better gear. Alright, so yeah, level 52. And it's just more experience. Alright. Yeah, let me take a look at my spell book. Dual cast. Oh, that is right from level 1. Cool. Am I supposed to get some sort of healing spell? For arrow, for 2, scatter, for thunder. Or is that not until higher level? Yeah, it's not until level 54. Alright. Well, let's go on ahead and not head there. Actually gonna head over to Lanosica. Gonna go on ahead and buy some gear of some tomestones to replace the dexterity ring jewelry that I have. Ah, here we go. Magical DPS. I need Ironworks gear. Yeah, definitely not getting that. So what I want is 2 rings, a bracelet, a necklace, and an earring. I can get one more. I'll get the choker. There we go. I still have this one, but that'll be changed eventually. Alright. So now that I have my introductory Red Mage quests out of the way... I was thinking... What else do I have? Oh, Yoshimitsu. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Let's go on ahead and start the Heavensward stuff. So I'm gonna go on ahead and teleport to Kurthus. Yeah, we're gonna start this one as a Red Mage because Red Mage is level 50 while my ninja is currently at level 53 or 54. Way too high for current, the beginning content, in my opinion. So, I will be taking care of all the, dungeon quests as a ninja, though. But, and until my, ninja becomes a little more balanced with the, current level of quests, I'm gonna be doing this as a red mage. So yeah, primarily red mage until until the quests become the same level as my ninja. I don't feel like being overpowered. Alright. Now, let's actually start Heavensward properly.
The dawn's light will shine again.
What the hell happened to your voice?
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
It's like you changed voice actors in the couple of weeks I haven't played.
You must go to ISHGARD, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Do you really want to do that?
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Hey, his voice actor's the same.
Lord Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
You have potatoes to help you.
Yes.
One that likes to stab
Yes,
and
of
slash.
course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Ooh.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
How come she's not speaking?
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
Like you speak for all of us.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
Thank you.
To ISHGARD, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Hear, hear!
Powerful, jingle? I must go on ahead and speak with the court. With the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then... Well, to the gates of judgment. See what awaits us. Ooh, excuse me. I must discard my current job of ninja for now, for it is too well known in Eorzea, and the risk of getting captured is high. So I've donned the vestments of red and picked up magic. So, let us talk. Lords of House Fortom? Ah, yes. You may pass. Let's go. I'm gonna turn this up and put this to the front.
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
Oh, good, he got a coat.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came. To ISHGARD, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Fortom, Heavensward. Ah, it's the name of the expansion! Oh my god! Alright, let's put this back to where it was. There. Cool. Nice little introduction cutscene. Wanted to make sure it was visible in all its glory. Let me attune real quick, and then I'll get to the questing. There is a very good reason people think highly of Heavensward. And it's not just because it was a giant step in quality over A Realm Reborn. A lot of the story in Heavensward is just so damn good. And the fact that Shadowbringers sometimes regarded better than Heavensward kind of says something. Because Shadowbringers is so damn good too. Greetings, Master. On behalf of House Fortom, I bid you welcome to ISHGARD. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you will all come with me. Yes, and we shall come with you indeed. Alright. Gonna start getting some excuse me. A little indigestion from my late lunch. Gonna start attuning to ether shards. Alright. Next one's up there. Alright, so I have to be up there, which means, yeah, I'm gonna be attuning to ether shards. If I go through here, into the Forgotten Night, which is the inn that we can spend a lot of our time in. Oh, these are interesting people. They seem like they'd be important in, for another one of my characters. Oh yeah, side note, the Dark Knight quest line is very good as well. I'm almost done leveling Dark Knight on my main, actually. I'm at level 77. I've been having fun playing as a Dark Knight. Alright, so that was the 3 on that side. Which means I've already gotten you, and now it's time to get this Skysteel Manufactory. Once I get that, I'll be heading into the pillars area. Are. Alright. Time to head up. Oh, and this music is fantastic as well. Turn it back down slightly. Actually gonna go over here first and get this one. I think I will have an opportunity to explore the city proper, but I'm just getting ahead of it so I don't waste time during the touring quests. Actually, yeah, let me check. These are item level 110. Let me check the jeweler and see if I can get some more job-suited ones. Here we go. Mithrite earrings of casting. Yeah, I think I want these. And just like with Ninja, I'm not going to be using the Aetherite earrings that I got for pre-ordering Shadowbringers. There we go. Alright. I don't need to worry about getting the item level 131s. Alright, so I attuned to that one. Alright, I think I'll just head up here, turn in the quest, and then start the next one now. And then I'll just get the rest of the Aetherites during the next set of quests. Horshafont! Hi. The Warrior of Light and his brave companions walking the streets of ISHGARD at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this day. Allow me to present you my family home, Fortemps Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Ah. That was the voice we heard earlier. Now we have a face to it.
I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortom, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
They seem so damn friendly.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to ISHGARD.
You mean
Forgive
my
me,
service?
my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that ISHGARD's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders, yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think?
Fair.
Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
You sure about that?
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Basically, thinly veiled talk of the game saying you're gonna be here for a few quests. It's not that bad. The city's actually pretty damn good. And there's a reason people want ISHGARDian housing as soon as possible. One of the reasons. Another being house shortages. Alright, so... Oh. Let me, check my item levels here. It's, 5 item levels higher. 24, 28, 18... 26, 26, 30, 18. Overall, it's got better stats, but this coif is divided across 5 stats instead of 4, so I might actually just take the silver pieces. Because nothing here is suited for a red mage. Also, I'm probably gonna just make a glamour that's just that. So I can keep the red mage appearance. Though our friends in House Forton have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and the taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. 'Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I grow forgetful of my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. Their documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. I guess these are documents that allow us to move freely about the city. These documents identify you as wards of House Forton. Given that our borders remain closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under protection of House Forton, but let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured, we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Yeah, I have a feeling something's gonna be happening very soon like that. Throat Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go. A lot larger inside than it appears, it seems. Back to the pillars. This is your first time. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplan, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though our other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending to the Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If there are no questions, okay. So I'm going up here. Perfect. I'll take a quick detour and get these two. Be right back. I want to get the full Aetheryte Shard network so I can gain access to the airstrip super easily. And you know the gates. Unless that's not a thing in Foundation. Alright, let's talk to you. The Hoplan, so named as for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in ISHGARD. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both ISHGARD's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, statues to the south. Are they perchance Thornton's famed Knights 12? Yeah, these. Very good, Master Alphino. They are the fathers of ISHGARD, the brave knights who joined with King Thordan and the first put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there's much you can learn by exploring the pillars. Time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jeweled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elias, our Master of the Markets. Oh, why are you going that way? I wanted to go the other way. Oh, wait. That is the way. I think. No, it's over there, but yeah. I am getting these next. Oh, yeah. This guy over here, talk to him if you want to start the Dark Knight quests. I'm probably not going to be doing that on this character. Yeah, here it is. This is either the last one or the second to last one. There is one more. I got the Jeweled Crozier, I've got that one, I got that one. Did I not get the last vigil? Well, only one way to check. I did not get the last vigil. Alright, back up I go. Thought I grabbed that one. Alright, anything else of note that I should know about? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I guess I did pass right by it. There we go. The Gates of Judgment are now accessible as an Aetheryte destination. Alright, cool. Alright, over to the Jeweled Crozier. Or Crozier. Alright, cool. And this is why it pays to just look around and attune yourself. Elise. You're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers. Which makes you all Wards of House Fortum. Ah, Wards of House Fortum. How very interesting. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in ISHGARD for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, you will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. We will have need of sundry goods. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners, should you be uncomfortable. Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, contraband, medicine, materials, whatever your desire can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza and Foundation, if everyone is ready. Alright, we're gonna head down to Foundation, but is there anything that seems interesting over here? I don't really think so. I don't think there's anything I really need to worry about buying, but there's a mender. Alright, I don't have anything to repair whatsoever. Cool. The stream's not going to be a full 2 hours, by the way. I have a certain point where I am going to be ending things off. Oops. I stopped pressing the button to move. There we go. And here we have Foundry's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. So yeah, I'll just take the silver pieces. And honestly, yeah, let me do a comparison. Same stats, except this one just has materia slots, and I don't really have any need to use them. Whoops. Yeah, what does this look like? Oh! It's a jester. Haha. No. No, I'm good, I'm good. As for our next destination, we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There, our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. Holy stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly. Well, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. It is a silly place. Why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose where you pass the berm, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. Misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have ye? Take a turn down the Hoplian and gawp at the statues? Well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight. If your nursemaid'll let ye. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this throat. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Now, I'm coming too. Ah, an information central. And the manservant's probably like, oh my god, they're gonna die. I am liking that piano solo. We also have an inn room here. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. But we recently arrived in ISHGARD and are eager to acquaint ourselves with our most noble establishments. Master Gibbermont. Just Gibbermont Mill will do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but notice the difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye. Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, jumping in on their way to and from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Burm, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Burm, if I may ask? Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor souls living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we return to Fortaunt Manor. You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru, I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. This tavern's full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please, do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I'd driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. Something tells me she can handle herself. Yeah, Tataru is the glue of the Scions. Without her, we'd all just crumble apart. Alright. Back to Fortalt Manor. I think the last vigil is where I need to go to. Yep. Nope. I need you. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does ISHGARD meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of the 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by wyverns and foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Emmerich has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet, alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. Hold on. Thought I was dropping frames. After all you've done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Yeah, just tell me where to stick this pointy end in. You are a guest in my home, to whom I've extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lean. Nevertheless, ISHGARD's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, well, I cannot refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I've heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. Oh, he's very good at that. And as for me, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid our Toriel and Emerelian in their duties. Beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. He's a whiny brat. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues, by the fury of the two of you. By the fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show Master Garrote the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius van Baelsar some half dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon their impropriety, Master Garrote, I should be much obligated if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. Now I'm going for a walk, with my cane disguised as a gun in hand. I will shoot the people down in the berm. I don't know what he does down there. 'Twould seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fortom has taken a tremendous risk. Till we can demonstrate our worth to ISHGARD at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve ISHGARD, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. It is an arrangement we may benefit from in an unexpected way. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in ISHGARD, mayhap even new allies. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. And I'll take that. And now I've got these two guys to deal with. So, 2 quests, and both of them have to be done before I can continue. This is actually going to be where I end things off today. So YouTube, thank you for watching, and take it easy. I'll see you later.